Welcome to Young and Wise Finance.
If you're new here, I make videos on saving money, making extra income, and achieving financial freedom without feeling broke in the process. Look, we've all been there, staring at our bank accounts, wondering where all our money went. The truth is, small expenses add up, and before you know it, you're left wondering where your paycheck went. But it doesn't have to be this way. Today, I'll share 5 simple money-saving tricks that will help you hit your first $500 in 30 days. Let's get into it. All right, before we even talk about saving, we need to address the elephant in the room. Knowing where your money is actually going. You can't fix a leaky faucet if you don't know where the leak is coming from, right? Most people have this vague idea of their spending, but they're often way off. They underestimate how much they spend on eating out, those impulse Amazon purchases, or even those sneaky subscription services that keep charging them every month. That's why for the next 7 days, I'm challenging you to track every single dollar you spend, and I mean everything. That $4 latte? Track it. That $10 lunch you grabbed on the go? Track it. That $1.99 app subscription you forgot you had? You better believe you're tracking it. Now, you don't need anything fancy for this. A simple notebook will do the trick. Just jot down everything you spend throughout the day. Or, if you prefer using your phone, there are tons of free apps out there like Mint, Personal Capital, or even just the Notes app on your phone. Trust me, after just a few days of doing this, you'll start to see patterns in your spending habits. You'll be able to pinpoint exactly where your money is going, and that's when the real magic happens. Because once you have that knowledge, you can start making informed decisions about your finances. You can identify areas where you can cut back without feeling deprived and start redirecting that money towards your savings goals. Remember, knowledge is power. And when it comes to your money, knowing where it's going is the first step to taking control and building a solid financial foundation. Now that you've spent a week tracking your spending and you have a good understanding of where your money is going, it's time to take action. And the best way to start saving quickly is to cut out unnecessary expenses. I'm not talking about extreme frugality here. I'm talking about being mindful of your spending and identifying areas where you can easily cut back without feeling deprived. So, here's the challenge. For the next 30 days, I want you to eliminate just 3 unnecessary expenses from your budget. And to make it even more effective, I want you to choose things that you won't really miss. Think about it. That daily $5 coffee might seem small, but over a month that's $150 straight to the coffee shop. And those impulse Amazon purchases, they can really add up too. Maybe you don't need that new gadget or that extra pair of shoes right now. And let's not forget about those subscription services we talked about earlier. Do you really use all those streaming services? Are you actually taking advantage of that gym membership? If not, it might be time to hit the cancel button. Even cutting out just 1 or 2 small things can free up a significant amount of money each month. And the best part is, you can always reevaluate at the end of the 30 days and decide if you want to add any of those expenses back in. But I'm willing to bet that once you see how much money you're saving, you'll be motivated to keep going and find even more ways to trim your budget. All right, let's talk about weekends. For many of us, weekends are when we tend to spend the most money. We go out to eat, we go shopping, we go to the movies. It's all too easy to blow through our hard-earned cash without even realizing it. But what if I told you that you could have an amazing weekend without spending any extra money? That's right, I'm talking about a no-spend weekend challenge. Here's how it works. For 2 weekends this month, I challenge you to commit to spending absolutely $0 on anything that's not an absolute necessity. That means no eating out, no shopping, no paid entertainment. You get the idea. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Graham, that sounds boring. But trust me, it doesn't have to be. There are tons of fun and free activities you can do instead. Host a potluck dinner with friends instead of going out to eat. Have a movie marathon at home with popcorn and snacks. Go for a hike, explore a local park, or visit a free museum. Get creative and think outside the box. Not only will you be saving money, but you'll also be forced to get creative and find new ways to have fun. You might even discover hidden gems in your own city that you never knew existed. And the best part is, 2 no-spend weekends could easily save you an extra $100 or more, depending on your usual spending habits. That's money that you can put towards your savings goals, pay off debt, or invest. Okay, this next tip is one of my favorites because it's like getting free money just for doing things you're already doing. I'm talking about cashback apps and rewards programs. Seriously, if you're not using these, you're leaving money on the table. There are apps out there like Rakuten and Honey that give you cash back for online shopping at all your favorite stores. All you have to do is click through their app before you check out, and boom, you get a percentage of your purchase back. And then there are apps like Fetch Rewards that let you scan your receipts from any store, and you earn points that you can redeem for gift cards. It's so easy, and it literally takes seconds to do. Think about all the things you buy online and in stores: groceries, clothes, electronics, household items, the list goes on and on. Now imagine getting a little bit of money back on all of those purchases. It might not seem like much at first, but it adds up quickly. I personally made hundreds of dollars in cash back just by using these apps consistently. And the best part is, it's completely passive. You're literally getting paid to shop. So, do yourself a favor and download a few of these apps today. You can thank me later. Alright, for this last tip, we're going to shift gears a little bit and talk about boosting your income. Because sometimes, saving isn't enough. You need to bring in more money to reach your financial goals faster. And one of the easiest ways to do that is by starting a mini side hustle. Now, I'm not talking about quitting your job and becoming an entrepreneur overnight. I'm talking about finding simple ways to make extra cash in your spare time. One of my favorite side hustles is selling stuff you no longer use. Seriously, take a look around your house. I guarantee you have clothes, electronics, furniture, or other items that are just collecting dust. Instead of letting them clutter up your space, why not turn them into cash? You can sell them on platforms like Facebook, Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, or even have a good old-fashioned garage sale. Another great option is micro-freelancing. There are tons of websites where you can find small freelance gigs that you can do in your spare time. You could write resumes, design logos, do virtual assistant work, transcribe audio, or even take online surveys. The key here is to find something that you enjoy and that fits into your schedule. Even if you only make an extra $100 or $200 per month, that's still a significant boost to your income. And who knows, your side hustle could even turn into a full-time business down the road. But for now, focus on finding something that you can do consistently to bring in some extra cash. So there you have it. 5 simple yet powerful tips to help you save $500 in the next 30 days. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself. It's about being smart with your money and making small changes that add up to big results. Which tip will you try first? Comment below. I respond to every comment. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button so YouTube shares this with more people. Subscribe now for weekly money-saving hacks.